So 7 to 8 years ago, there was a USAID program in Myanmar to help elevate the processing of Myanmar's coffee. Myanmar coffee is fantastic in of itself, but the processing wasn't up to specialty grade. So they were able to elevate the processing and therefore the quality of the final product. Most of that coffee was exported as specialty grade coffee, which means that it scores over 80 out of 100. That means that it has to be without defects. It has to have some uniqueness to the flavor. And there are extra steps that the farms have to go through to reach that level of quality. Sawbwa started roasting some of this coffee 3 to 4 years ago with the intent to keep it in country. So to have the highest quality, the best Myanmar coffees, roasted and then packed and sold in Myanmar. So the main difference with Sawbwa coffee is most of what we sell is specialty, or most of what we roast and sell is specialty grade. Specialty grade means that the flavor profile has to have something different, something unique about it. Mostly, I mean, the coffee is a fruit. It's like a cherry, a red cherry. And when you take off the fruit, that's when you have the bean inside. The difference in flavor, if we take the highest grades, is that you retain more of the fruitiness of the natural product. And we roast the coffees lighter. You can see in our gold range specifically, very light roasted coffee, which really highlights some of these fruity, floral flavors. We try to also bring out the sweetness of the coffee, and it's meant to be drunk primarily as black coffee, so not with milk or sugar. And you brew in a certain way, which uses just gravity, and you pour the coffee into a glass vessel. Nowadays, as the market is developing, we're also trying to appeal to more of the different ways of drinking coffee. So we're trying to retain the quality level that Sawbwa is known for, but not always in this light roasted specialty style. We're trying to bring the quality that we're known for into the everyday drinking of coffee, where you might add milk, you might add sugar, you might have a fine ground coffee in the Myanmar style. Now we're trying to elevate the quality of that style of coffee. So in specialty coffee, there doesn't need to be such thing as specifically as fair trade. The coffee, because of the quality level, it achieves 3 times the standard price, approximately 3 times the commercial standard price of coffee. So the farmers are getting a much better deal. They have to, in order to get the quality level up to the standard, they lose some of the crop. They have to pick specific cherries, and some of them do not make it into the final product. They, on average, lose around 20% of their crop, but achieve 3 times the price. So it's way above what would be considered as officially a fair trade price. So it's way more supportive than fair trade, really, for the farmers. And the farmers, the market determines, because the farmers then are now shifting more and more of their crop to specialty grade. They'll sell as much as they can as specialty grade because of that increase of that higher price. We also buy directly from them. There's no middleman in the middle. We buy directly from the farmers, so the price that we pay is exactly what they get. Our target market segment has always been at the top end, the premium level. That part of the market now is a bit harder to grow. It's not necessarily growing as much as it was before. So we're trying to now bring the quality level down to the middle and the lower parts of the market. We're launching a new product very soon, which will be called the Morning Blend. This is specifically designed for bringing the quality and everything that Sawbwa represents, the roasting level, the roasting quality, the product quality, to the mass market. So Sawbwa's unique selling point comes all the way from sourcing the best coffees. So every year we go up to Shan State and we source and taste all of the coffees that are available in Myanmar each year. Then we meticulously roast the coffee. So we pay a lot of attention to our roasting process. It's None of it is automated, it's all hand roasted. We watch the temperature change throughout the roast, and we're constantly adjusting the temperature as we move through a roast, which gives you the best possible flavors from the coffee. So Sawbwa compete all the way through from the sourcing of the coffee. Every year we go up to Shan State and we select and taste all of the available coffees to choose the ones that we think fit the profiles that we want to bring out to the customers the best. We then meticulously roast all of our coffees. So we're every second along the roast, we're watching, monitoring the temperature and changing and adjusting the temperature as we go through the roast. This allows us to create the quality product that we've become known for. We're now looking to move more into the mass market, and we want to bring that quality through and out to more customers. Sawbwa is also a lifestyle brand. So I think people engage with our product and learn about coffee through drinking Sawbwa. So Sawbwa today is focused on two different directions. We want to retain our specialty coffee offering, but we also want to reach out to a wider market. So we're launching a new product which will be available for a bigger market. It's a lower price point, but still the quality that people have come to expect from us. We are also looking to go into a little bit more into the processing and farming side of coffee. So far, we've always sourced directly from farms that already exist, and we will continue to do so. But we're looking to take another step in supporting those farms with some of the processing, and then possibly doing some farming ourselves of a specific varietals to fit the profiles that we're looking for from our coffee. The international market for Myanmar coffee is growing. Myanmar is becoming more and more known for its high quality coffee. So the export market is one that exists and continues to grow. In fact, this year, there wasn't enough supply of specialty coffee in Myanmar to fit the market demand across the world. So we think that we can add to that part of the processing. Up until now, we've just been a roaster. So that will be a new venture for us. The potential for the coffee industry in Myanmar is huge. The appetite for Myanmar coffee around the world is growing every year. This year, Nespresso bought 5 containers in Shan State, and other famous importers of coffee, such as Blue Bottle and NKG, are also getting involved in purchasing some Myanmar coffees each year. These are then being spread out to roasters across Europe, the US, Japan, Korea, and as more people taste the quality and the uniqueness of Myanmar coffee, the demand continues to increase. The coffee market around the world is getting more and more challenging because the price is being pushed up because of environmental change. Myanmar is uniquely positioned a little bit further away from the equator to be part of the future of coffee growing and will be less affected by the climate change.